Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been 1 month, just about, we're shy like a day or two, since Ava has been born, so I am very excited to introduce her to this channel. I have not yet. If you have been watching my vlog channel, you would have seen her. You may hear Lucas yelling in the background as usual. I just put him down for a nap, but he is yelling at his door. He will eventually tinker into his bed and go to sleep. Ava is currently sleeping right now, so I will show her to you in just a little bit. I don't want to disturb her at the moment, or else I'm going to have to hang on to her while I film this whole entire video, which she kind of gets like fussy sometimes and whatnot, but we will get into that. So first off, I want to start talking about myself and how I'm feeling after my cesarean, which you all know was a planned cesarean. Let me just say that overall, that experience was amazing compared to the last one. Last one was a planned one as well, but there was just, last one I was sick the whole entire time that they were doing the cesarean. This time they were able to make it so that I wasn't sick, so I was literally feeling so good. Even the spinal went a lot better. I didn't feel it as much, so I was literally like in no pain, which I'm sure all of you who have been in labor are just like, that's not labor, that's, you didn't get to experience the whole thing. Like, honestly, if I could have gone into labor on my own and did it that way, I would have, but my baby was breech, so I didn't really have a choice. So with the planned cesarean I had, I was very happy with how things went. I am not sore whatsoever. I was sore for like the first week, and then my pain went away. Obviously you have like some light tenderness like to the touch if you were to touch the incision, but other than that, like, I was fine to walk around and do all that stuff. They tell you you're not supposed to do a lot of things for the first 6 weeks. Picking up anything heavier than your baby is one of them. I have to admit that the past week I've been picking up Lucas a little bit more than I should be, but I feel like I'm not overdoing it. It's just like to pick him up, put him in the car, pick him up, put him in his high chair, doing stuff like that. And they say if you overdo it, you can like tear your incision or cause infection or something. But I'm trying not to overdo it. I'm still feeling good, so I think I'm still okay. We're getting closer to that 6-week mark. Those who have a toddler and who have had a cesarean, I'm sure, know how difficult it is not to pick up your child, especially when they are young. Like, he's not even 2 years old. He doesn't understand. So I'm trying to do some balance here. Like, he's good to go in his own bed and all that stuff, but just the little things he can't quite get up into on his own and stuff, or get out of on his own, or he just decides not to. He can get in and out of his high chair, but sometimes he just is like, oh mom, take me out, kind of thing. He's playing with his toys. Scott was home for the first week, and let me tell you, everybody in my household, oh my goodness, I can't even believe this happened. The Friday, we came home on the Wednesday after she was born. We had her on the Monday, we came home the Wednesday, and then the Friday night my oldest son got like this 24-hour bug, and he was throwing up for like the first day. So we like kept him up in his room and just let him play like video games, watch movies, etc. Just so that he was away from the baby and away from our youngest, because we're like, we do not want him to get sick. And unfortunately, no matter how hard we tried, everybody in the house ended up getting it except the baby. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for breastfeeding, because that obviously helped, I'm sure. But unfortunately, she did catch a bit of a cold. Leaving the hospital, I was stuffed up and I had a bit of a sore throat, but I just assumed it was from like the dryness of the hospital. And then when I came home, like, it wasn't as bad, and Lucas had a runny nose as well. So unfortunately Ava caught that, and that made things a little difficult after she had that, because she was stuffed up. She would throw up when she was eating, and she was just sleeping all night because she didn't want to eat because of her nose, and I was worried that she wasn't gaining her weight and all this stuff, but fortunately she was gaining her weight. We ended up getting one of those bubble things for her nose, and that helped a little bit. So then we ended up going to get one of those, I can't remember like the exact name of it. It was that straw that goes into her nose and you kind of suck it up, which the thought of that disgusted me because I've never used it for any of my other kids, because I never really had an issue of them being stuffed up at such a young age. So I never ended up getting one, but it honestly helped a lot. So I recommend one of those for sure if you have an infant or even just a young baby, or even just anybody under the age of 1. I really don't think Lucas would let me do that to him, but under the age of 1, I think it'd be very handy. I decided against doing a whole like birth video, like my whole birth experience, just because it was pretty straightforward and I just thought it'd be kind of boring for me to film. But I still plan on doing a video of like a cesarean versus a vaginal birth because I have gone through both. So if you have any questions for either of those, leave them down in the comment section below and I will do one probably in the next couple weeks. It'll probably be one of my next videos that I do. Weight loss wise, I feel like I have lost quite a bit of weight. I've lost about, like right after she was born, I automatically lost 25 pounds. Like 25 pounds came off after she was born. Like that was my water weight, and that was like her and my placenta and all that stuff. So automatically 25 pounds was off. I'm not going to tell you my weight because I just couldn't even believe my weight. I will gradually keep you guys informed as the months go on. I'm going to be doing an update once a month for her instead of like every couple weeks, because I feel like if I do once a month, then I'll have more to tell you and more to put into a video. So her being almost a month old, I feel like I've lost quite a bit of weight in this month. I sweat at night. I never did this with the other kids that I can remember, but apparently that's just like your body's like detoxing like all your water weight. So if you're sweating a lot at night, that's probably what it is, like all your hormones, your body's getting rid of all that water weight. So it is a good thing, but you do go through quite a few pajamas. I will give you guys a shot of my belly at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that if you are curious at how my stomach looks now after having the baby. I did end up getting a few stretch marks which were like hidden, but it's still not that bad. And then some of the stretch marks that I had previously have just darkened because they might have stretched just slightly more in that pregnancy to be a little bit bigger, but over time they do fade to be barely noticeable. So I will also show you those as well. Now moving on to Ava, I'll talk about her and then I will go and pick her up and show you guys her. She was born weighing 7 pounds 8 ounces, which if you guys didn't watch my birth vlog, I will post that down below. Scott actually guessed her weight like right on our way to the hospital. I had asked him what he thought she was going to weigh, and then when she was born, it was just very weird that she weighed exactly what he said in the car. So I will post that down below. You can watch that if you are interested. Her discharge weight was 6 pounds 13 ounces. It is completely normal for your baby to lose weight before leaving the hospital, so don't be worried about that. I'm sure the nurses will tell you that as well. A week after she was born, about a week, she had her first doctor's appointment, and at her doctor's appointment she weighed 7 pounds 5 ounces. So she wasn't quite back up to her birth weight, but she was almost back up to her birth weight. But they wanted to see us again like a week later just to make sure that she was still gaining weight. And the reason why I feel like she wasn't back at her birth weight was because she was throwing up quite a bit because of all her mucus and the runny nose. It is very common for cesarean babies to be full of mucus because they aren't squeezed through the canal as they are coming out, so they don't get all of that out. Another thing, if you are not informed of that, if you have a cesarean and your nurse doesn't tell you if your baby's super mucousy, it is very normal. So we went back the week after and got her reweighed. That's all we did for her appointment, was we got her reweighed, and she was 8 pounds 3 ounces, I believe. So she had bypassed her birth weight and was gaining weight. And this past Friday, I had weighed her at home just on one of our scales that we have, because I was just curious to see if she was still gaining weight or how much she had gained weight, because she did seem to be a little more plump to me. So I put her on that, and sure enough, she was 9 pounds 6 ounces. So she was going up about a pound a week. I'll weigh her again next week and just see what it says on our scale. I'm sure it's not like exact on our scale because it's not a proper scale to weigh a baby on, but we get like a rough idea. Ava has been one of my best breastfed babies so far. This time around, I've had 3 kids. I have not had any discomfort. Like, she has a very good latch, so no soreness on my nipples or anything like that, and she eats very well. She does wake up throughout the day to eat every couple hours, and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon is usually like her wide awake time. She'll have a couple periods throughout the day where she'll be wide awake for a little bit, but once 3 o'clock hits, she's usually awake from 3 until about 8 or 9 in the evening, which makes it very difficult for me to get things done. Like, obviously I baby wear, like I carry her around. I try putting her in her seat, and I just try playing with her and stuff like that, but she needs a lot of attention during that time. She doesn't like to just be chilling by herself. She likes to be held or be talked to or something, so it kind of makes dinner a little difficult. So I've been trying to get dinner prepared and ready before 3 if I can. But the upside to all that is once she goes to sleep, like, she's asleep for the whole night, and she sleeps in her crib. I do not co-sleep. I am literally, I know some people choose to do that. I'm just not one of those people. I have ended up with children, like, even not right away, who will sleep in their crib, and then eventually I'll start bringing them in my bed just because I find that they sleep better. But they end up getting attached to sleeping in bed with you, and it becomes very difficult to transition them into a crib. So I just decided, no, I'm gonna start right off from the beginning. I did this with Lucas too. I started off in the beginning, and then when I got pregnant with Ava, I was getting sick a lot in the night, so that's when I started bringing him into bed with me, and that's when he started getting attached to sleeping with me. So that was my own fault. I keep her in her crib. I don't bring her in bed with me. I've only brought her in bed with me like maybe once or twice when she was very stuffed up, so that I could have my arm under her and keep her propped up. And obviously I don't get a very good sleep when I have to do that, but it helped a lot. I do have a wedge underneath her sheet that kind of keeps her a little bit, like, it kind of keeps her, it's not like super high up, but it keeps her just up a little bit on an angle, which I like, so that if she does throw up or something in her sleep, I'm hoping, you know, it comes out easier and she doesn't like choke on it too much. But I'm a very light sleeper. I always have been ever since I've had kids, so I pretty much hear every single noise that she makes. So she sleeps all night. She will wake up maybe like once or twice to eat. Like, the first time is usually around 12 or 1 in the morning, and then the next time is closer to 5 or 6 in the morning. So I can't really complain, but she's a super loud sleeper. She grunts a lot in her sleep, farts a lot in her sleep. She's such a lady. She will snore and make little noises. So I'm like, is she awake? Is she not awake? And I will constantly be getting up and checking on her. Like, to clarify, I do sleep in the same room as her. I sleep in her room. We got a bed for her room. If you haven't seen a vlog, I sleep in the same room with her. I just don't sleep with her in my bed. So I hear every single noise she makes. There's nothing getting by me. My favorite thing about having a girl so far is all the cute clothes. She is just starting to get out of her newborn clothes, and I have a lot of really cute, like, 0 to 3 months clothes that I'm very excited to put her in. So I'm getting excited about that, and I love that she has so much hair. I'm hoping, like, in like the next year. It will be long enough for me to just put in little ponytails or something, because that would just be like the cutest thing ever. I would die. I do put bows, and she did have some headbands that I put on her. She just started fitting into those, so I was very excited about that. And she has little shoes and all this stuff, so I'm just excited about all the clothes and doing hair and doing all that fun stuff. Her brothers absolutely adore her. Lucas doesn't care too much, but every time he sees her, he wants to kiss her when she's awake, and if we're holding her, he wants to kiss her. He'll like peek over in her little bassinet if she's sleeping in it and just check in on her if she makes a little noise as he's walking by. He always says to her, "Aw, cute," and it literally like melts my heart every time. It's the cutest thing. He has just recently learned to like say that. And Landon just always wants to hold her, always says that she's the cutest baby he's ever seen, and oh, he loves his sister. He calls her his princess, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, these kids are killing me. They're so cute. Scott adores her. He thinks that she's a little bit boring though, because she doesn't do too much. She actually has been, I feel like, I know it's like a few weeks early for this, but I feel like she's really trying to like smile now, like real smiles, not like gassy smiles, because sometimes when I'm talking to her or I kiss her or something like that, she will have like this tiniest little like smirk on her face, but it just seems like a genuine, like her whole mouth does it, not just like her cheeks, like, you know, when they have gas or whatever. But I mean, like, it genuinely looks like she's starting to smile. So hopefully within the next couple weeks it really comes out, because that's like one of my favorite stages of babies, is when they start smiling, because it just melts your heart. A lot of things melt my heart apparently, and a lot of things are just so adorable. And I know Scott will be excited when she does it, because he's like, he'll like hold her and kiss her, and then he'll be like, she's kind of boring. And I was like, this is like a woman's favorite stage almost, because they just let you hold them and they're just so cuddly. And men usually like when they start playing around more, start laughing and doing all that stuff. So I understand why Scott says that, but I know he's excited for the next couple months to come, and I'm just like, this is my last baby, and this is like the last time I'm gonna have a newborn, so I'm just taking in and soaking in every single minute of it. Whereas with the boys, I was like, oh, I can't wait till they start sitting up, or I can't wait till they start walking, and now I'm just like, don't do these things. I think that is pretty much all the information that I have for you guys. This is all the things I can think about. She doesn't do a whole lot. Sleeps, eats, poops, you know. Babies go through a lot of diapers. She's officially out of newborns though. She's in size 1, and now she's almost officially out of newborn clothes. She's growing up so fast already, guys. I'm going to get her, and I will show you her in just 1 second. I know, I'm sorry, I disturbed you. Okay. So here she is, guys. She's mad. I just woke her up. Isn't she just the cutest little bean? I just want to kiss her. She's disgusted by my kisses. Oh, I just love her. I just love giving newborn kisses. Look at her. She knows she's on camera. Why are you so cute? And that's not what I meant by she's trying to smile and stuff when I kiss her. Like, she doesn't do it like that. Like, that was probably straight up gas. So she's pretty, oh, she's gonna open her eyes. Maybe I'm gonna take her out. This outfit's a little bit big because it's her first time wearing a 0 to 3 months. So I have the sleeves pretty rolled. But she's, there we go. There we go. Look at you, sleepyhead. Look at you, sleepyhead. A lot of people say she looks like me. A lot of people are saying she looks like Scott. I think we'll have to wait a couple more months in order to see like what kind of features she gets. You know, babies start becoming themselves more, I think, like in the 3rd month and on. Scott and I have a lot of similar features, and I don't mean like we look like twins or anything, but I mean like we both have pointed noses, we both have dark hair, we both have like lighter eyes. Like mine are like a greeny bluey brown. His are blue. We both have fuller lips, so it's like hard to say who she looks more like, and it was hard to say with Lucas. I think Lucas obviously right off the bat looked a little bit more like Scott, but right in the beginning it was really hard to tell. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be sure to give you her 2-month update when the time comes around. I can't believe she's already a month old. Do you hear this grunting? This is what I mean by she's a loud sleeper. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a nice little comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to go and subscribe to my vlog channel if you like baby stuff or just kid stuff or just mom stuff in general. There's a lot of me and the kids and stuff like that on that channel, more so than on this channel. I upload more frequently on that channel, so go and check that out. The link is down below, and subscribe to that one as well. I am going to give you guys a quick view of my belly, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Say bye, guys. Say bye, guys. She's like, stop trying to wake me up, Mom. Bye.